All right. Good morning, everyone. We're back. We're back. Back on track here. It is Thursday, the 22nd of May. Man, it's going fast. It is going fast. How are you guys doing? Good to see you this morning. Good to be seen. Good to be seen. 85 on the sleep score last night. I'll have to say that again when more people jump on. But yeah, slept really well. Coffee number 3 going. Doing well. Rachel, good to see you. How are you today? Yeah. Wendy will be here sharing some links. Yeah, man, it's been a week since I was in this chair in the morning anyway. So good morning, Dave Howard. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, day 147, I think. 22, 125. Yeah. 147. And yeah, we've been talking about discipline. We've been talking about consistency, motivation, mindset, all the things. Wendy is here. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I just saw you. Oh, shit. Whew. Yeah. 85 on the sleep score. I think that might be a record. It might be a record. Maybe woke up twice. So, yeah, you did just see my live. It was at 6 last night. But we're back on track. We had to make sure we did it yesterday, and I think it was a good move to not try to get it in the morning or somewhere in an airport, and we just went for it when we got back. I said, well, it'll just have to be later on, and that's okay. Every once in a while, life happens, and we have to pivot a little bit. That's kind of a good lesson. So, and you guys have to do the same thing with your stuff. So we can't be everywhere. We try to be, but we also try to get the commitments met. So Wendy says back to a 9.5. All right. She said she was a solid 5 yesterday. Good morning, Roy Dahl. A 9 today. There's Alex Redmond checking in with an 8. An 8. Day after travel, probably, right? Isn't it sad when we see an 8 and we say, hey, what's wrong? Nothing. It's an 8's good. Dave Howard, 9.5. Good to see you. Good to see everybody this morning. What is happening? Let me see. Get my screen set up. Full screen so I can see my notes. Then I make them just a little bit bigger. Yeah. So Matt Tolman is here. Good morning to you. Luke McGee checking in with an 8. We got Wisconsin. We got Massachusetts. We got a whole bunch of states here. Illinois. Rachel, you're in Midwest. Where in the Midwest are you? We got a bunch of states covered already. Oh, you got a cold. Damn, that travel will get you. Yep. That reminds me. We should put some of that emergency into us. Plane travel. Still saw a few people with masks. Yeah, whatever. Do your thing. Wasn't bad. I only remember being around one person that might have had a cold. Wasn't sure. So, yeah, we'll feel better, my friend. What you need to do is tell Bill you need a couple days off. I have to travel. And hey, Bill, it's a great 2 days down there to Houston. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna hit the rest of the week here on the couch just to recover. Wisconsin, that's right. Luke's in Wisconsin as well. So, yeah, good to see you guys. We want to. Today's day 9 of our discipline wins series. I don't think that would work. No. Yeah, catch you on Monday, Bill. Thanks, buddy. Probably not. So discipline wins. Day 9, 2 more days, right? Today's talk is called Train It Like a Muscle, How to Build Unshakable Follow Through. All right. Well, with regard to discipline, okay, not sales. We've been talking a lot about sales too. So consistency is not a gift, guys. It's a muscle. It's something that we exercise every day. Day 147 here, right? We're doing the thing. You build it through intentional practice day after day. All right. The most successful people, they don't have willpower. They just have more follow through, right? They're just doing the thing. It's non-negotiable. It's not about, discipline's not about being perfect. It's about staying consistent. Okay. Even when it's uncomfortable. or even when it's inconvenient, even when it's boring. Sometimes it is just boring. You just got to run the play, right? You know, you don't need that big burst of motivation. Okay. You need small, repeated actions that build consistency, build that consistency muscle over time. Check in on Instagram. So, ER Construction Services, good to see you. Got a bunch of different people jumping in. I love it. Good to see all the new people. So, you know what separates the winners from the wannabes? Follow through. They just do the thing. You can't expect consistency from a muscle you never train. It's like you're not going to walk over to the rack of dumbbells and start curling the 45s if you haven't trained for it, right? Let's talk about how to build a follow through that lasts. All right. Yeah. And today's all about just showing up, really. I mean, day 147 in a row. We're approaching 150. And yeah, got to show up even when it's hard. There's been some days, guys. I'll be honest. Been some days where like, oh shit, when are we going to fit it in? Or I get really something I should be doing. But we do it. We get it done. We're disciplined about it. Okay. And it's the same for Wendy too, because when I'm on, she's on. And she's working the levers in the background. Okay. So there's two of us making this happen. Yeah. Let's talk about how to stay disciplined when the excitement fades and how to make consistency your default, right? That we just default to consistency all the time. The key to success is consistency, not brilliance, not talent. Just showing up again and again and again. You hear me say that often. If you're around me, I say, just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. I could take today off. We traveled. I was kind of tired. No, fact is I slept great, ready to rock and roll, back on the path of world domination this morning, right? Hey, maybe. You never know, right? Yeah. All right. So we start with enthusiasm, right? Why follow through? Why is follow through so hard? Well, we start with enthusiasm, excitement, energy. Yeah, we're going to do the thing. But eventually we hit resistance, boredom, distractions, squirrel, right? The key is to stay in motion, even when the feelings aren't there. High performers don't wait for motivation. They act anyway. Okay, not every one of these lives has been straight fire for me. I'll go up over the stairs and say to Wendy, how was that today? She always says great, but there have been days when I'm like, oh man, that was a struggle. I really didn't feel like I hit the mark, but we got it done. We checked the box and probably, resonated with at least one person along the way somewhere. Right. So, here's why building that follow through muscle is so non-negotiable, right? Here's why, because it creates trust with yourself. You're doing it. Every time you follow through, you build self-confidence. Self-esteem comes up, right? You prove to yourself that you're someone that does what they say they're going to do. Good morning, Matt Moore. How are you, buddy? Who doesn't love a great workout? That's what Dave Howard says. Who doesn't love a great workout? Yeah. And it's a momentum creator. Every time, every little small win makes that next step easier. We're stacking wins, right? As you follow through, muscle strengthens, your results build faster. You train yourself to follow through, just like you train your body in the gym, right, Dave? Yeah, you have to train it. It's not like I just decided, hey, I'm disciplined and I have follow through. Yeah. Have a great walk, Richard Nordheim. We're going with you. Well, good. I'm going to get at least 3 miles in today. Good shot. Good stuff. So, yeah. Where are my notes here? So make it easy so, you can't say no. This is how you do it, right? When you're building a new habit, don't make it big or hard. Start small, manageable. Done. If you want to read more, commit to reading just 10 pages. 10 pages a day instead of finishing the whole book. I'm oftentimes like, I don't want to put it down now. I just started, right? If you want to exercise more, just commit to 5 minutes a day, just enough to get the ball rolling. Like Richard's doing, get out the door. Sometimes when I haven't felt like doing it, I say, I'm going to go 10 minutes. And I've said this to you before. I'll give it 10 minutes. And then the upside is I'm 10 minutes from home if I decide I want to turn around. So it's minimum 20 minutes. Chances are I end up doing the whole thing, which is usually 45. Okay? Set those non-negotiable actions, guys. Don't leave room to negotiate with yourself. I'll do it later. I'll wait. I'll put it in. I'll hit it after. Oftentimes with me, if I'm going hard all day, I've got coaching calls, I've got this going on, I got my workout in at 4 p.m. Do you think I feel like doing that at 4 p.m.? Hell no. I just don't. I'm tapped. But either I get it done or I get it done earlier in the day because I know I just have way more probability that it's going to happen. Okay. Then if you have to, use that 2-minute rule. If a task takes 2 minutes or less, just do it immediately. For bigger stuff, break it down. So the first step is only a 2-minute action. For example, I'll write the first sentence of my blog post now. You know, if that's the only step you need to take to help you push through, just write one sentence and then track it. Okay. Track your wins, big or small. Keep a journal or habit tracker. You guys have seen mine. You know, a track for every day that you show up. Each small win reinforces your consistency muscle. We're continuing to do it. This builds confidence and also creates a visual reminder of how far you've come. We just track it. You know, every once in a while I pull my black habit tracker books out and I just kind of read. I might even go back and read what I was dealing with a year ago. Go, okay, wow, I have made some progress and I have followed through. And I am doing the thing, even though sometimes it doesn't always feel that way. Okay, so here's a challenge. You know, I always got to give you a challenge or some action items. Identify one task you've been avoiding or procrastinating on. And I'll challenge somebody to put it in the chat. What have you been kicking down the road? Then break it into 3 simple actionable steps. Start with writing something that only takes 2 minutes. Just a quick one. You ever done a brain dump? Go in and just dump everything on a piece of paper or a big poster board or something like that. And then you just attack the things that take 2 minutes or less. Get rid of those. And then just commit to starting today, taking that first step, no matter what, and even get it done by noon. Maybe track your progress after 5 days straight. Note the difference in how you feel. And it might be just like meal prepping or, hey, I'm going to get into the office 15 minutes early and just one quick journal page before I start my day. Whatever. Just set yourself up for success. Okay? And maybe this is the mantra. Consistency is my strength. If this resonated with you today, pop a fist pump in the chat or write consistency or write action, write follow through, write discipline, whatever you want to write in there. Make sure the people that watch this later know that you got something out of it. Yeah, Rachel, the Eisenhower matrix is great. Urgent, important, urgent, not important, not important, not urgent. There's 4 of them, right? I have a hard time remembering them. But check out you can Google the Eisenhower matrix. Check that out. Guys, you don't need to wait for motivation, all right? Motivation follows action, and action builds momentum. Action builds momentum. Follow through is the key to getting things done. We're just going to follow through. We got to finish. Something I've always struggled with. I'm a great starter of things, right? That's why I'm excited to be doing this live every day because my sights are set on day 365, day 370 actually, because we started 5 days early. That's what I'm seeing. I don't get there without doing every single day in between. So this is training my discipline, my motivation, my momentum every single day. Follow through is the key to getting things done. The more you practice, the easier it gets. It's not about being perfect. It's just about showing up every single day. Consistency is your strength. Consistency is your strength. You can do it. So tomorrow we'll wrap up day 10, wrap up 10 days of this discipline, and I'll pull a rabbit out of my hat for a new series on Friday. Yeah, we're burning through them, guys. Having a great time doing it. If you've got something out of these, please share it out. Please share it out. I would love it. Tyler Kirk says the impediment to action is action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Tattooed on my left arm. Love it. Love, love, love it. Tyler, looking forward to getting back together with you. We got all kinds of great photos and video and some clips of my speaking engagement on Tuesday that you'll like for the website and for our social media stuff. So Wendy did a great job with that. But I also talked with Brady, the guy that was doing the video there for Steve and for the event. And he said, you're more than welcome to have, his professional stuff, and he had the good stuff, the big old camera, right? and good lighting. So Tyler, you're gonna like that. So we get some stuff put out. I'll get it into a Google Drive for you. But guys, if you're looking, speaking of Tyler, if you're looking for help with your branding, your footprint, if you will, your digital footprint, hit Tyler up at Legacy Media and have a call with him. Okay, he's generous with his time. Have a call with him. If he can't help you, he'll tell you. Okay, but he's helped me a lot. Good morning, Josh Baker. Just getting out of the gym, I'm sure. Yeah, those big old cameras. Yeah, he did a good job. He was walking around and doing all the stuff. So it was funny. It was interesting to speak at someone else's event because, and Wendy will tell you this, I was a lot more relaxed. I wasn't running the event. So I was able to kind of focus on me and what I was doing and just focus on getting up there and try to bring the fire a little bit. And I was a lot more comfortable. So that was good. I enjoyed that. Went really well. We had the 2-day, it's called Ground School with Steve Rosenberg, and it was with all his clients, basically. So it wasn't the 2-day takeoff event where, prospective clients come down and get 2 days of business knowledge just poured into them. This was the crew, the group getting together. So for Steve to kind of hand me the keys to the car for an hour I was honored and to be able to do that and kind of take control of the 777 for a minute and fly. And it was great. So him having the confidence in me to be able to do that was cool, and didn't let him down and did a good job with it and had a lot of good feedback. So the mystery speaker was 1985 Mr. Universe, Lee Labrada, who is now of Labrada Nutrition. And I'll put that link into when we get it. If I know Wendy, she just started digging for it. But Lee brought protein drinks for everybody. And he's 65 years old, chiseled in stone. Simple as that. And he has taken his nutrition and protein drink and supplements. I don't know if he does supplements, but he does a ton of stuff. And talked to us about how he took that to $100 million in sales annually. He's got his three boys involved in the business here at different junctures. And just a humble guy. You can tell he's a good dad. And Steve talked a little bit about the culture, like when you walk into his place, what it's like. Just a high level of people that are around him. So he's only like 5'6". But you can tell he's just a powerhouse, takes care of himself. Was just good to hear his thoughts on scaling a business. And he said, hey man, I've faced bankruptcy twice and come back. And so it just goes to show you that it's not all, rainbows and unicorns. He probably does know Mike Foley. I'm sure he does. And Skip, I'm sure. So he said somebody asked him if he had worked out with Arnold. He said he had dinner with Arnold, but never worked out with him. So he just a good dude. And it was kind of cool to just be around people like that. There were a lot of people in the room that, make 7 figures, frankly, So when I talk about getting in the right rooms, that was a right room. So you get to meet people. Richard said his message was discipline. It was actually. It was discipline and focus. And it was funny. Thankfully, he spoke after me, not before. But I was like, I don't want to follow Lee Labrada. But sharing a stage with him was pretty cool. And he spoke after me. And the first couple of things he said were some of the things that I had said, which was discipline and focus and that kind of stuff. And so it's cool. Those themes are recurring in this world, guys. Business and personal development is the discipline, the focus, the motivation, the momentum, that kind of stuff. And if we're not focused on it every single day, it goes. Same thing with the sales training. It's one of the things that I talked about in my talk was that sales is a diminishing skill, and you have to work on it. So speaking of that, every day at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, we do the daily sales accelerator within Steve's program. Bubba Hogan is on there doing role play stuff. Richard Nordheim is one of the coaches in that group, and Richard's on this call. And Steve pops in all the time. Joni Wolfswinkle is handling some Wednesday stuff, talking about remote workforce stuff and just winning at a higher level. I'm doing Monday mindset sometimes, and sometimes I do Friday, which is we call it free reign Friday. I kind of call it open coaching, where you just bring your stuff, whatever you've got, throw it at us. And I think that's a sign of a good coach where, hey, we're on the call. There's no place to hide. Come and ask us a question. And, we might say, I don't know, I can't help you. Or I might say, hey, Richard, can you jump in on this one? Bubba's oftentimes on the call. So we have our own days that we do the call, but oftentimes there's 3 or 4 of us right there that can help you with stuff. So we'll put a link in for that. It looks like Wendy is popping those in. And if she doesn't get that daily sales accelerator link in, I will pop it in. It's funny, I preach who, not how, right? And here's a great example. So Wendy's putting the links in. She puts the 30-minute strategy call link in. She throws the YouTube link in. You'll get the Summit Coaching website link in, right? And last night I said, I should give you all those other links that I'm trying to post during the call. She's like, yeah, huh? I go, wow. Yeah. So we got to practice what we preach. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard letting go of things sometimes. And you guys that are business owners or running the show, you have to have some trust in the people that you have around you. And it's really not that I don't trust her to do it. It's like, well, I don't want to burden anybody else with that. I'll just do it. It's just easy. I'll just do it. I don't want to do it. I want to get on the call and focus on you guys and what you have going on. So anyway, I appreciate you listening. We're back at it. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m., full steam. We probably will hike sometime this weekend. So there may be an early one over the weekend. Not sure. I think this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Is it not? I don't know. I don't put those days on my schedule because we just work on stuff every day. I think it is. So anyway, we're probably going to tackle another 4,000 footer somewhere. Making things happen. Jimmy's doing okay. He's hanging in there. He's still in the hospital. But we got to see him yesterday. So that was great. We spent some time in there. Then they were doing some things with him. So Wendy says, it's my actual role, Bob Turner. Taking food off your plate, girl. Yeah, thanks, Rachel. Memorial Day is Monday. So, yeah, I hope you guys are lined up and doing something fun. But also, sometimes you kind of sneak those days in where you get a little extra time. Good morning, Tim. How are you? Good to see you. You get a little extra time. Maybe put a 2-hour block on the front end of that day where you're working on your business or taking care of that stuff that you didn't tackle or that you got to get to, right? So, Innovex Renovations joined us on Instagram. Mike Nunez is over on Instagram as well. Thank you for joining us, Mike. We appreciate you. But yeah, take the time. Like, that's a bonus day. I was talking to Steve this morning. We were trying to set up a podcast thing. He's like, I got this, I got that. And I got Monday. He goes, but I don't know. Monday's a holiday. I don't know what you're up to. I just laughed. Like, we're just doing stuff. Yeah, we might do some things, but when you're dialed in on your business and when you're focused on where you're going, that stuff is secondary. It's not like, hey, we're going out on the boat on Monday. We'll make some time. Make some time to move the needle because the people that you're competing with are. So, and they're doing things. They're going to events and they're making things happen. So I'll have some more event stuff coming up for you guys, some info to let you know about. Probably tomorrow I get my act together here, get the wheels on the ground a little bit. But today and tomorrow are busy days. And taking care of getting some things done and getting things squeezed in that we pushed to later in the week. So, yeah, we're going for it. Guys, appreciate you being on here. Share it out. Share it to people. Say, hey, this guy's on every day trying to move the needle. It's been 147 days in a row. Keep coming at you with something business or personal related, looking to level everybody up and make this one of the right rooms to be in. Please share it out. And then join our Summit Facebook page. If you haven't, invite some people to that. If you need more information on that, DM me. As always, if you need help or want to kick some stuff around, grab that 30-minute free strategy call link and hop on my schedule. And if you haven't grabbed the book yet, grab that on Amazon. It is a number one Amazon bestseller, Finding Your Edge. Gave everybody a copy at the event on Tuesday. And people are coming up and asking me to sign it. I said, Wendy said, do you think you should sign him? I go, no, I'm just giving people a book. And I bet I signed 30 of them. So that was fun. And met a lot of great people. So yeah, Richard, thank you. Good to see you over the past bunch of days and really get to spend some time together. And gel as a team. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Do something fun today. Make somebody's day. And, run through the finish line. Here we are on Thursday, okay? Turning toward the end of the week. Let's get something done. Let's not keep kicking things down the road. All right, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern. See you guys.